We move on to our second session, consisting of 2 presentations of 45 minutes, which will then be followed by a short DV and the draw of the iPad mini from Sage. Our next speaker is Johan van der Walt. He's going to speak on SARS information gathering powers under the TAA. Johan joined SARS in 1998 as a tax lawyer. He later became senior tax lawyer representing SARS in tax appeals before the tax court. In 2004, he moved into a senior specialist role, where he was closely involved in the analysis of tax planning arrangements, the application of the general anti-avoidance rules, and the subsequent settlement negotiations of complex high-value tax disputes. Before leaving SARS, he was instrumental in initiating and launching the 2010 Voluntary Disclosure Program. Having spent 13 years with SARS, Johan has extensive experience regarding tax dispute resolution process, both ADR and litigation. SARS application of the general anti-avoidance provisions, the preparation and submission of VDP applications, the negotiation and resolution of complex tax disputes, and the Tax Administration Act. On 1st of March 2014, Johan joined KPMG SA to head up its dispute resolution and tax controversy practice. The primary focus is to assist clients in defending against challenges by the tax authorities in SA as well as other African jurisdictions. We look forward to your presentation, Johan.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I thought, Jean Rebelli yesterday started with sort of a little personal, and quite a serious personal explanation why he joined SARS. Now, I spent 13 years with SARS. What's interesting when you work for SARS, it's one of the big benefits. You don't meet any tax evaders or cheats. I played a bit of golf, high handicap hacker, and when you get to the tee box on a Saturday morning and they say to you, so what do? You say, I'm in tax. And then they say, now what exactly do you do? And eventually when you say, I'm with SARS, it gets quiet. And sort of in the second hole, the people start saying, you should get hold of these tax evaders. I'm paying, these people that are not paying, get hold of them. So for 13 years, I didn't meet a single tax cheat. And just before I left SARS, my parents in their 80s farming in the Eastern Cape, where we're having a braai, and my mother said to me, and any SARS investigators in the room? All right. My mum said to me, we've got this little minute home in town. We're getting 300 rands rent a month for it. We're not going to live there, but I've never declared the income. And I said to my mum, it's really ironic. In 13 years with SARS, never met a single tax cheat. 2 weeks before I leave the organization, my own mother owns up as being a tax evader. All right, so, and that is similar to Jean's little, this little story, that really happened. So anybody who's got SARS connections, tell them my mother has in the meantime sold the property. She's under the threshold in any event. All right. We're going to talk about SARS's information gathering slides. I've got 45 minutes. I've got 20 slides, 2 minutes per slide. So let's push on. I'm not going to bore you with all the detail. Let's quickly do a recap. Where do we come from? Where are we going? If you look at the Income Tax Act, basically 4 sections, similar sections in the VAT Act. 74, Cap A to D. You've got the ordinary information request, you've got an inspection, you've got an inquiry, and then you've got the kicking down the door section. If you now go to the TAA, very similar, but simply looking at the slide, you can see it's expanded. You've got a new section 47, interviews. We can talk a bit about that. But for the rest, sort of the framework of the information gathering sections very similar. But the powers have been expanded, and we'll look into that. The reasons, you can have a look, explanatory memorandum to the TAA. I'm not sure whether Katinka is still in the audience. You can look at the guide as